I have filmed this 4 times, and I always go on these tangents because I don't script these, and I pride myself on not scripting these. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't need to script anything. I can just talk, and you know what? Like I go on these tangents, and yeah. So, anyways, I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna go, and you guys are gonna sit there and listen, and that's that. Okay. So, in 10 days. In case you guys don't know how much 10 is this much. In 10 days, guys, we will have Dungeons and Dragons, okay? 10 human days. And I want to get you guys caught up on track. Caught up on track. Caught up. I want you guys caught up. Caught up. Yes, I want you guys caught up. I want to get you guys caught. I want to get you guys caught up with what happened in the Fallbrook 2. I'm so stupid. Anyways, what happened? So this is what happened, okay? So, Fallbrook 2, guys. You were tasked with finding out where all these missing people from Fallbrook were going. You went to the enchanted forest of Fallbrook. It was nighttime all the time. Everyone was crabby and stuff like that. You met with Nevik. You're like, I don't like. A lot of you were like, I don't like Nevik. Nevik is gross, or he's a dickhead, or well, all these things. Anyways. So in the end, you guys found out that the people responsible for the kidnapping was this dude named Commander Khan, who was the human general of the human armies. That sounds so weird saying it like that, but like you get the idea. He was the human general, human armies. He was disgraced for failing to fight off the tieflings. Also, furthermore, disgraced for leading his men into the forest of Valorwood, where they got their asses kicked by the elves. So he, along with Edwin Jervis, the mastermind behind the entire events, he worked with him to get him more power. They went to other places in the multiverse where they were able to turn Khan into a vampire lord. From there, Khan decided to kidnap people and make them into vampire thralls. Not thralls. I don't know why I said thralls, but vampires. Also vampires, like to work under him and stuff like that in an effort to be humanity's protectors by basically making them into vampires. That sort of thing. Because vampires can't propagate. Propagate? They cannot reproduce. They can't have children. Okay? Let's just leave it at that, okay? Anyways, you guys got into a fight with Khan, and the fight went well. And in the end, Skip Dangles used Dimension Door to cheese the fight basically, and by shoving Khan off the edge and whatnot. And Khan, of course, survived because he's a vampire, and Skip Dangles also survived. It was here that Octavian, the guy who had been with you for about like 3 sessions, Octavian was revealed to be Edwin Jervis in disguise all along. I mean, he used an illusion, and he took a book, and he took the slab. Remember, you guys remember the slab, the thing that you guys ignored for the majority of the campaign, and only like started asking questions about the slab after you killed the witches. So anyway, inside the slab was a stone of night that Edwin wanted. And when Edwin got all the things that he needed, he decided to cast off his mortal form, and he revealed himself to be a lich named Apocrythar. Apocrythar. So, Apocrythar is now, like, he's revealed himself and stuff like that. And in the end of the campaign, he coerced. So, I don't know if you guys remember this, and of course, like, I don't expect you guys to remember this, but like way back, a long, long time ago, where when you guys went to the bog for the first time, Hobson's Bog, when you went there for the first time, Skip Dangles got this chess piece that would allow him to change his form and stuff like that. Well, it was revealed because Edwin was also using his illusion magic to be Rigby, the guy who gave him the curse of the Black Hand in the first place. and the guy who told Jackass Ashhole to like kiss his butt and stuff like that. That guy was Edwin all along, and Edwin had given Skip Dangles a mimic that he wore around him all this time. He thought it was a chess piece. It was actually just a mimic, and if Ally May refused to go through this portal, that he would command the mimic to just kill Skip Dangles. So Ally May went through the portal, no questions asked, and that was the last we saw. Skip Dangles went on his own adventure trying to find Ally May and whatnot, while the rest of the group went about doing their own things. Now, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to the epilogues I've been making regarding Fallbrook 2. I'm sure you guys, probably looked at your own characters and saw what your own characters were doing and just, maybe zoned out for everything else. And if that's the truth, that's okay. I don't mind. Um, but that's what this is for. So the things that I want to, point to your attention more so are the epilogues involving Nevik, with Nevik going to Duskbury and to give the Council of Duskbury his report on what happened. They just disregarded everything that he said, not believing that vampires could be responsible, believing it had to have been the elves, all that. Um, and Nevik is upset with the bureaucracy and how easy it was for them to dismiss it, despite numerous witnesses and whatnot. That he's upset that they're not believing it and whatnot. He's really upset about it. So Nevik retired back to Fallbrook, and it was there that the elves was again attacked. Do you guys recall way back when? It might have been I think it was a year ago now. You guys attacked an elven stronghold, and then you guys took it over. Well, the elves came back with a vengeance, and they came back to attack the stronghold. But since it's been stacked with human defenders, the humans were able to fight the elves off, and they won. The humans won, that is. However, the elves took some prisoners. Keeley was one of those prisoners. What's gone on with Keeley? That's for the future to decide what's going on with Keeley. But for the time being, your ally, the person who was with you guys for the entirety of the campaign, is gone. And again, who knows what's going on with Keeley? But aside from that, what is going on now? Well, in 10 days, that's this many. In 10 days, you guys will be going to the land of the elves. You're going to Valorwood. And it is there where you guys are going to be waging war on the elves and whatnot. So, yeah, that's about that. Now, some things I did want to let you guys know, because I'm working on it right now as we speak. I'm working on Valorwood and Valor War and whatnot. So, some things that I want to kind of bring up from the last video I made, and I'm putting it now, is I've done a lot of work to make the campaign a lot easier to follow, if that makes sense. And if not, I'm sorry for people who are I don't know what's happening right now, and whatnot. But I've done a lot to make it a lot easier to follow than Fallbrook 2 was. So a lot more episodic and stuff. I'm hoping it's a lot more episodic, but yeah, from there you guys can just let me know and stuff like that. But for the players who did enjoy, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself here. There will be no notes, and what I mean by that is, oh, you found this book. Oh, you can read it right now. That's not going to be here. I'm not going to do any of that. I'm not going to make you guys read things. There might be one or two things, but aside from that, I'm thinking just a sign. Here's a fork in the road. This way goes this way, and that way goes that way. That's at most what I'm planning to do. But for the players who are looking to do more and stuff and understand more, or maybe read on their time off, maybe you don't want to get into it right now, but maybe later on down the road you do. I'm going to be including a library in the town, and I'm going to make these notes available for everyone. So instead of doing this thing where it's you need to unlock this, or you need to find this, or blah blah blah. it's just going to be readily available to you. Like most of it's just going to be the history of the land, history of the humans, history of the elves, as much as you guys know, because you don't have that much history in the elves. So like I'm going to trickle that down. That part's going to be trickled down to you guys. The parts of the elves, so like understanding their history and what's going on with them and whatnot, the sociology, like the clans, like the things like that, right? I'm going to trickle down, but for the players who did enjoy that and want like that immersive experience, right? Like I'm going to make that available to you guys so that you can like read at your leisure and stuff like that, and like kind of give you an idea, like to help you guys to understand the story a bit more, of course. Um, but again, that's only if you guys choose, all right? I will never make you guys like sit there and be like, well, you needed to read this in order to understand about this. Like, I'm not going to make you guys do that. But for the players who do read about this and choose to keep it in discussions, like it might actually help in the future and stuff like that. You know, like kind of like Baldur's Gate, for example. Like you know how like if you're somebody from Baldur's Gate and you're like you like this guy's like talking about a store in Baldur's Gate and stuff, and you're from Baldur's Gate, and you're like, oh, I know that store because I'm from Baldur's Gate and stuff, like things like that, you know, and then it really can make a few differences in the gameplay, but it's mostly for story related purposes. So, anyways, that's that. I'm just trying to think, is there anything else I need to discuss? Oh, yes. Once again, we're going to Foundry VTT. It's Foundry VTT. It's actually not that difficult to get into. It's mostly just spicy roll 20. So I don't really think I need to go into that much. So I'd say maybe you guys need maybe half an hour to an hour, and that's about it. But that's everything on my part. So, anyways, I'm gonna upload this and I'm gonna send it to you guys, and you guys are gonna be like, "Wow," or I don't know what you guys are gonna be like. But anyways, I'm hoping that this campaign is gonna be easier for you guys to follow. Oh, Allie Mae, because I don't want to use your real name. Don't worry about session 2 and session 3 if you miss it. That's completely fine if you do, because I know why. We all know why. And we hope you the best, I'm sure. I'm saying that for everybody. I know we all hope you the best. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. See you later.